After 2 years of van life exploring from the Arctic Ocean all the way down to Guatemala, this week is a little different because I'm doing it on my own. Join me for my first ever solo van life adventure as I chase down a waterfall in Washington that feels straight out of Iceland, settle into a cozy campsite, and see how I handled my first few days out here alone.
Today, I'm in the driver's seat for like the first time ever. Okay, I've driven the van a handful of times. I drove it in Mexico maybe once or twice, and then I drove it at some other point. But I've never driven it alone yet. This is my first time driving it alone. And I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited to go on my first solo van life adventure. There's a bird flying around the van, and it's like, it's doing, hello birdie. It keeps trying to, it was just on the mirror. It was flying around the window for a while. I don't know what it was doing. But anyways, this is my first real time driving the van by myself. I'm a little nervous, but so far it's not been so bad. I've only been gone for like 15 minutes. But I am heading to a campground today. I might stay there for 2 nights, we'll see. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to Palouse Falls. It's a really beautiful waterfall, so I'm excited to go check it out. And right now I'm driving through these really pretty green rolling hills. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous to be on my own, but I'm also really excited to try this. So today I'm heading to a free campground, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go to Palouse Falls, and then I might stay at that free campground again tomorrow. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm gonna be gone for 1 night or 2 nights, but I'm excited for my first solo adventure. So I'm gonna take you along for a couple of days of solo van life, and we'll see how that goes. Well, I made it to my campsite. Here we are at this really cute little spot. There's nobody here. I'm the only person here right now. But there's a ton of birds out there, like ducks and other birds in the water. This will be a nice peaceful spot. I'm gonna go check if the restrooms are actually open here. It's a really beautiful day. It's not too cold. It's a little bit windy, but it's not bad. The sun's nice and warm. There's a few campsites here with picnic benches and fire pits and stuff. Like right there. It's open. It's open, and it's got toilet paper, and it doesn't smell bad. You can see that's where I parked. But there's a dock out here. Look, they even have trash bags here. This is awesome. This is actually so smart. Ew, I almost touched that bug. That's awesome. I love this. Do I walk on it? I'm going to walk on it. Look, there's a train. There's a ton of ducks out there, but you can barely see them. The water's too glittery right now. A lot of them got scared off when I drove down here, unfortunately. I hope they come back after. So I'm trying to decide if I want to eat a bigger meal now or a bigger meal this evening. Probably now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna make today. All right, I decided I'm gonna have some dumplings for lunch, and I took out some salmon that I'll have later for dinner. Probably with rice or quinoa, maybe? We'll see. I have time to decide on that, so I'm gonna make some dumplings. All right, I've decided I am gonna cook outside because it's a beautiful day. I was gonna cook at the picnic bench, but the wind was too strong, so it's at least sheltered here by the van. I'm gonna make my food, but first, music.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me.
I may have overcooked these a little bit. Oops.
'Cause every time you tell me I'm that I'm doing fine,
Food's ready. I'm just gonna eat it right out of the pan. No point in having more dishes, but it's a pretty spot to eat some lunch.
Stuck in repeat. Stop.
Wow. There's another train. Hopefully none come through at night. It's gonna be really loud if they do. I will not be looking forward to that or enjoying that. Like, I haven't been here that long and there's already been 2 trains, but I think there's a nice place to go for a walk around here, so I'll probably do that after I'm done eating. Well, the 3rd train went by and I've been here for maybe an hour and a half. I'm a little nervous this is gonna go on all night, but oh well, it's still a beautiful spot. I'll survive. All right, I'm gonna figure out where that walk is. There's actually somebody else here now. I wonder if they're staying the night. I'm gonna go for a walk. I see a little trail. Great. There's a bunch of cobra chickens over there. Evil birds. Oh, good, they're leaving. I can go. All right, the van is down there, and I'm up here by the train tracks, and apparently there's supposed to be a trail here somewhere, but all I'm seeing are train tracks. I don't know, I guess the trail is the train tracks. I have no idea, but I guess this is where I'm walking. Look at the ripples on the lake. It's definitely gotten more windy. And now I'm getting chilly. So far there's been like 5 trains, and then one of them stopped for a while, like right in front of where my campsite is. I have a feeling they're gonna go through the night. And they're not quiet. Okay, I've decided I'm going back to the van. I made it all the way to the end. It was a nice little walk, but my hair is gonna be in one really massive knot, and I'm not gonna enjoy untangling it after, but oh well, at least I got out for some exercise. So I'm back at the van, and I'm inside now because it's chilly and windy, and I'm gonna clean off the bed. There's a lot of junk on it that should not be on the bed. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I think I'm actually gonna open my paints finally.
Tell her to be louder so she can hear you.
That's exciting. Beetlebees. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
I love you.
Love you too.
Safe. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, it's officially dark out, and I just spent a little while talking to my mom and my niece, which was fun. My niece is a little wild card. She's hilarious. I'm gonna put the window shades up, and I'm gonna chill for a bit, and then I'll make some dinner. I thought it the salmon, so I'm excited. It's really delicious. Pretty sure I already locked the front doors, but I'm gonna make sure. Okay, I'm gonna open my paints now. I bought them a while back, and they've just been like unopened for a few months now, so I'm gonna open them. The wind is still blowing out there. The van's shaking a little bit. The stove keeps rattling, but it is what it is. I'll put the stove away after I'm done cooking. I think I might paint tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So I want to get these open Depends when I go to the waterfall. I don't know if I'm gonna go in the morning or if I'll go in the afternoon. Probably I'll go in the afternoon. I have a feeling I won't open every single one of these tonight. I started getting into painting not super long ago. I started with gouache painting and I've been enjoying it. But it comes in tubes usually. And that's great and all. I like my tube paints. But this just feels so much more convenient to have everything already open and accessible. Like I just have to dip my brush in and I'm good. I wanted some hobbies for on the road other than just like taking photos and hiking. And that's all great and all, but I feel like a variety of hobbies is a nice thing to have. And painting is a little creative, even if I don't think I'm very good at it. And I have to follow tutorials for my entire life. It's still a lot of fun. It does feel really weird doing van life by myself, even though it's just for a few days. It's different not having somebody with me. I don't know why I thought that this would be not messy, you know? It's paint. What did I expect? I'm getting it all over my fingers. As expected. Oh, wow. I just stuck my finger right in there. At least gouache is easy to wash. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I was gonna laugh at my own jokes. I said I wasn't gonna open all of these, but I'm already a mess, so I might as well open all of them. Okay, I got all my paints opened. I know I said I wasn't gonna open them all, but I figured I might as well do it. There's like 72 colors here, I think. Yes, 72. They're so pretty. I'm excited to try them tomorrow. So, I'm eating dinner very late tonight. I'm still making salmon. I had some snacks not long ago, so I'm probably just gonna eat salmon and only salmon. I didn't find any rice. I think we have quinoa somewhere, but I don't really feel like waiting for quinoa to make. Plus, like I said, I had some snacks, so I'm just gonna cook up this salmon and eat that for dinner. I'm not that hungry anyways. Got my salmon. Probably gonna eat this and go to bed fairly soon. It's 11:30. I lost track of time reading. I'm pretty tired. So far, only 2 trains have gone by this evening. Well, it's almost midnight now, so I'm gonna head to bed. I'm pretty tired. And yeah, I'm ready for bed. It was a pretty good day. Overall, very quiet, relaxing. Nothing crazy happened. Just went for a nice walk. Did some reading, opened my paints, FaceTime my family, and tomorrow I'm gonna go to a waterfall, so I'm really excited to go do that. I don't know which trails are actually open to Palouse Falls, but I guess I'll find out when I get there, and I'll take you to see a cool waterfall. But for now, I'm gonna head to bed. Good night. Getting a later start to my morning. There was about 3 trains that went by between 3 and 4 a.m. and they were all very loud. I'm starting to think I should have parked on the other side where the other camper is. I should have took that spot. They were very smart to do that. I'm just gonna kind of make the bed. That should be good enough. I'm also gonna turn off the heater because it's really hot. This is my least favorite cupboard in the van. It is never actually organized. There we go. Now we got some light. It's actually a really nice temperature outside this morning. It's not too cold, the sun is nice, and it's out. I think going for a walk, I could be fine in a sweater, but if I was just sitting still, probably I'd want a small jacket or something. But the ducks were out, they were all back. And they were very cute. I forgot my cap at home, so I'm not even gonna be able to wear it today. All right, so plans for this morning. I'm gonna do my dishes from last night. There's like 2 dishes, so that'll be easy. Then I'm gonna make some breakfast. and then head to Palouse Falls. Get ready for a nice little hike today. I always manage to butcher my eggs when I cook on a stove like this. Or maybe it's the pan, I don't know. But every time I cook eggs, they come out brutal. And I'm not bad at cooking eggs. I swear it's the stove and the pan. I don't know. It's the heat, like not being able to control the heat as easily as like a regular stove. Yeah. I'm gonna top them off with some cheese. I'm gonna toast a slice of bread too. I think this is the most perfect toast I've ever had since doing van life. Or at least closest to perfect. It looks pretty good. I'm actually so proud of this toast. Look at this. Wow. Wow, such a beautiful day. So Palouse Falls is about a 40-minute drive from here. We'll have a bit of driving today, but that's okay. I don't know what's going on with my forehead. I don't know if you can see all that. But I have a massive patch of acne right now, and that is not normal for me. Most of my life I never really had acne. I just would get like a random pimple here and there, or a couple, but not this. Like I've never had this happen ever. And I don't know why it's happening at 30. I'm 30 years old and all of a sudden this is happening. Like usually this is like a high school thing or a teen thing, but yeah, I don't know. It's been there for like over a month, like 2 months probably. It's been on my face and it just won't go away. So I don't know what's going on. I do not enjoy it though. I think I hear a train coming. There it is. Okay, I made it to Palouse Falls. It was a nice little drive. Nothing like super special, but I'm here, I made it, and I'm gonna figure out which trail I can actually hike today. I'm really excited to see the waterfalls. I love waterfalls, so I'll take you along for the little adventure. I'm also excited because I found my hat. Turns out it was in the van this whole time. I like wearing a hat when it's sunny out. My eyes are very sensitive to the sun because there's such a light color, so glad that I found it. Wow, I didn't realize you could see it just from a parking lot. Such a powerful waterfall. I bet these trees are really pretty in the summer. Oh wow, look at that. That's impressive. This view is just so beautiful. These cliffs are so cool. I had to go back to the van for a bit because my mic died and I needed to charge it. Ooh, this is a rattlesnake area. I don't really like snakes very much, but there's rattlesnakes here. I'm gonna do this one hike. I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's very long, but it's a beautiful place to go for a walk. That view that way is beautiful. Wow. I promise you the camera makes it look like I'm way closer to the edge than I actually am. Yeah, this view is way better than from over there. All right, let's go a little further. Oh, the birds flying down there. Wow. Those rocks over there, those little spires are super cool. Right over there. This is beautiful. This is the second spot. It shows a closed off area. I'm not sure if that's like a seasonal thing or if it's like a something else thing. On my way back to the van now. Look at these little cuties. Just having some snacks in the grass. They're so cute. Just lay down. This little guy came right up to me. I wasn't sure if he was gonna like pounce or something, or if he was expecting snacks. But he just like laid down. So that one little guy was like really close to me, and I noticed him while I was filming another one. And he just like laid down. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And then he got up and he started walking towards me, and I'm like, okay, you're getting a little close there. And then I wasn't sure if he was gonna pounce or if he was expecting food, so I started like backing up a little bit, and he started following me. I'm like, oh no. Either he's coming for food or this thing is gonna attack me. It didn't attack me, I was good. I got away. But he was very curious. Very cute, but very curious. Anyways, I am done here. It was really beautiful. Beautiful hike, beautiful waterfall, beautiful area. Like the cliffs are stunning. Now I'm gonna head back to my campsite. So that's a 40-ish minute drive. And I'll see what I'll spend the rest of the afternoon doing. Probably paint or something. I'll make some lunch when I get back. It'll be a very late lunch. I might make like a lupper, a lunch supper, and then have a snack later this evening. We'll see. Let's hit the road. I woke up at 3 several times because of a train between 3 and 4. And plus I had a really late night. So yeah. I'm gonna make some mac and cheese for dinner. Don't really feel like making anything else, so I had a good breakfast anyways. I like my Kraft Dinner mac and cheese more creamy. Obviously I'm gonna come outside and eat. The wind has died down. So much nicer without the wind, wow. Can actually relax out here. Wow, there's so many. Oh my gosh, are those mosquitoes? Look how peaceful this is.
If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. As we take a pause from the Pan American Highway to work and save up so we can keep this adventure going, your support honestly means the world to us. If you're enjoying this episode, please take a second to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the next chapter. And to those of you supporting us through Patreon or YouTube memberships, thank you. You're a huge part of what will help us get back to the Pan American Highway as soon as we can.
Alright, so I ate dinner outside, and then I did my dishes, and then I put the drone up for a little bit. I didn't put it up for too long, but I got a few little drone clips. I also made myself I was gonna make myself a London fog, and then I saw that we didn't have Earl Grey tea, so I grabbed vanilla chai tea bags, only to find Earl Grey tea after. You know what? I didn't even get around to painting today. I was going to, but then I ended up coming back and having a nap instead. And then I just got busy. I don't even know if I'm gonna paint tonight. I might just read. All right, so I got my paints out. And I decided I'm not gonna paint anything big today because I don't feel like spending until, it's like 7 o'clock. I'll be done like painting by 10 because I'm a slow painter, because I'm still learning. So I just chose this 10-minute tutorial. Probably will take me like an hour anyways. I'm gonna make these little mushrooms, and she drew it out with a pencil first, and I can't be bothered to find a pencil, so this is gonna be really awful looking. But I'm gonna do it anyways. This is already going horrendously. I pulled out my watercolors just so I can have a palette to use. Okay, I didn't get very far into painting these mushrooms, I realized that I don't love painting mushrooms. I guess I don't really like painting something that's like very detailed, like one thing that's very detailed. I prefer to paint a landscape. And I just wasn't having fun painting this, so I gave up. I'm gonna read for the rest of the evening, I think. Good morning. I forgot to say goodnight last night. I just read and relaxed and I didn't do too much. But now it's morning and I'm heading home today. Well, back to Will's house. But first I'm gonna make some breakfast before I hit the road. And I found our other pan. So I'm gonna try this one today. See if my eggs turn out a little bit better at least. Yeah, still not turning out the greatest. I think my toast today is even better than yesterday's. Today's another really beautiful day. Wow, there's more people here too. Do I go sit on this log for lunch? Doesn't look very stable. No, I can't sit on it. Look at that. It's like not even touching. Well, hello. There's a few trains that went by again last night. So if you ever end up camping here, don't camp by the train tracks that are just right there on the side of the lake. Camp over on the other side. I feel like it'd be at least a little bit quieter because this is right beside the train tracks. Otherwise, this spot is still beautiful and still peaceful when there's no trains. First solo van life adventure was a success. It was only 2 days, 2 nights, so I didn't get the exact full experience. I feel like I'd need to be gone a few weeks to actually have a full experience of what that would be like. You know, finding showers, washing my hair in the sink by myself, getting gas. I didn't need to get gas this time. Getting water, dealing with possibly breaking down on the side of the road. Those are all things I haven't experienced yet. So once I actually get to experience that, I'll actually have a good feel of what solo van life would actually be like. I'll probably do more trips like this at some point. I think next time I'd like to do a week or something. I think that'd be fun. But now I'm gonna pack up the van. I gotta head back to Will's place. Gotta get this video edited and out. We're very last minute with this video, so it's gonna be a time crunch over the next few days to get this out by Sunday. So I'm gonna hit the road and I'll see you next week. Bye.